Data classification features in the Microsoft 365 Compliance Center help you discover, classify, review, and monitor sensitive and business-critical data. Let's take a look. Start by going to compliance.microsoft.com and selecting Data Classification. The Data Classification page is organized into 5 main tabs. Head to the Overview tab to discover how sensitive info and labels are being used across your organization. You can view insights like top sensitive info types, as well as how many items contain each type, an overview of the top classification activities detected across Microsoft 365 locations, and the top sensitivity and retention labels applied to content. To refine your classification strategy, use trainable classifiers and sensitive info types to define new categories of sensitive info and content in your organization. Trainable classifiers use machine learning to help identify categories of content in your org. We provide built-in classifiers for identifying common content types like resume and source code, and offensive language like profanity and threats. These are all ready to use in compliance solutions like retention labels, sensitivity labels, and communication compliance. If built-in classifiers don't meet your needs, create custom ones to identify specific types of content in your organization, like company contracts. After creating it, you'll train the classifier to improve accuracy until it's ready to be published for use in your compliance solutions. Sensitive info types are also used in several compliance solutions to classify and protect info like credit card and bank account numbers. We provide many built-in types for detecting sensitive info spanning regions around the globe, or you can create custom types tailored to your organization's sensitive info. As more data is classified, use our explorers to review the content that's being classified and the related activity across Microsoft 365 locations. Use Content Explorer to review how many items contain sensitive info types and how many have sensitivity labels or retention labels applied. To review specific items, drill down by selecting the info type or label and opening the location where the item's stored. Use Search to quickly find specific locations until you see the list of email and docs with that info or label. Use Search again to find items based on their name, file type, and more. Get quick insights into the sensitive info types within an item, such as how many instances there are and their confidence level. Go deeper by opening the source content to review the sensitive info in context, or by viewing the file's metadata. Finally, export the results to an Excel spreadsheet containing details like file names and their sensitive info types and applied labels. Use Activity Explorer to review classification activity across locations, such as which labels were changed and which files were modified. You can filter activity by date range, activity type, location, user, sensitivity label, and even more using the filter menu. The historical chart organizes recent activity by color. Hover over a column to see how many instances occurred that day. Scroll through the complete list of each activity logged across Microsoft 365 locations and devices, and click an activity to review more detail. Customize the list to show the data that best suits your administrative needs. Sensitive data is created and shared daily, so discovering, classifying, and reviewing it is an ongoing process. Monitor the Overview tab to discover new insights to help ensure data is being detected, protected, and governed appropriately. Learn more at aka.ms/MIP data classification.
Now let's take a look at customer-managed keys in more detail. In instances where customers have compliance obligations regarding specific encryption key arrangements with their cloud service provider, Office 365 offers them an option to provide and control their own encryption keys for service encryption through a feature called Customer Key. With Customer Key, organizations can provide and control their encryption keys for their Office 365 data at rest at the application level. With Customer Key, customers may exercise their control and revoke their keys should they decide to exit the service. By revoking access to the keys, the data is unreadable to the service and will put the customer on path towards data purge. Keep in mind, if the Office 365 service cannot reach your keys to operate the service due to a situation like mismanaging or losing the keys, this will result in a loss of service or data or both. To help reduce this risk, Customer Key includes an availability key. The availability key is a root key that is provisioned automatically when the tenant admin creates a data encryption policy. The availability key is stored and protected within Office 365 with no standing access, and it is functionally similar to the two root keys that are supplied by the customer for use with service encryption using Customer Key. Availability key is accessed if and only if both customer-owned root keys are not reachable. Storage and control of the availability key are deliberately different from customer-owned Azure Key Vault keys for 3 reasons. First, the availability key provides high availability in the event that Office 365 services are unable to reach keys hosted in Azure Key Vault. Second, the availability key provides a break glass capability in the event that both Azure Key Vault keys are mismanaged. Third, the separation of logical controls provides defense in depth and protects against the loss of all keys from a rogue admin. Sharing the responsibility to protect the keys while using a variety of protections and processes for key management ultimately reduces the risk that all keys and therefore your data will be lost or destroyed. Microsoft provides you with sole authority over the destruction of the availability key. By design, no one at Microsoft has access to the availability key. It is only accessible by the Office 365 service code. Thanks for watching. For additional papers and guidance, please visit the Service Trust portal. Hi, I'm Sunitha from Microsoft. In addition to the operational controls and processes that govern access to customer data, Microsoft uses encryption to safeguard customer data and help you maintain control over it. This video will walk you through how Office 365 data is encrypted at rest. We'll dive into several encryption key management options which are available to further meet your business needs and compliance obligations. For data at rest, Office 365 uses various encryption technologies like BitLocker and service encryption. BitLocker offers volume-level encryption by encrypting the physical disk containing customer data. This helps reduce the risk of data being compromised if the physical disk is stolen. Service encryption provides an added layer of encryption beyond BitLocker at the application level, such as files and mailboxes in Office 365. It also offers strong separation of server admin roles and customer data while providing an added layer of protection against physical data theft. Service encryption also provides the option for customers to control and manage their own encryption keys. For customers who have compliance requirements that call out certain key arrangements with their cloud service provider, we provide several encryption key management options to meet their business needs. Microsoft Managed Keys are when the encryption keys are stored and managed by Microsoft. With Microsoft Managed Keys, the service manages the encryption keys and removes the burden of provisioning and managing the keys for the customer. Customer Managed Keys are when the customer generates and imports keys into the hardware security module in Azure Key Vault and manages the keys from Azure Key Vault. In Service Encryption, these customer managed keys are used to encrypt files and mailboxes in Office 365. Thanks for watching. For additional papers and guidance, please visit the Service Trust portal.